No breaks, man. I just don't catch no breaks. It all started when I was born. I was born in an abortion clinic in the waiting room. Well, what do we have here? What I'm about to show you is at what point I'm at now. All the footage that I have getting me to this point was on an SD card that got corrupted. So I don't have it anymore. So I'm sorry about that. Not that you missed anything. Probably missed a lot of F-bombs and fingers and MFers and stuff that's not suitable for children. But here we go. 20 by 30. Now there is still a center section that's got to go up here. Okay. And there's a reason for this whole design, but they're 4 by 6 posts, and I got them leveled up on unlevel ground. So most of these are 12 footers, with the exception of some of them were 16 footers. They had to be, because the ground, I don't know if you can tell, but it takes, I don't have the string up anymore. So if I walk around here, you'll see these little nails, and those nails represent ground level off the highest point, which is over there, and look at there. So the next question you're probably going to ask me is, how did I get the poles leveled up? So I'm going to try to talk you through this whole thing. Now, I wanted a 10-foot ceiling. Okay, so came through and I marked them at 5 foot. Every one of them at 5 foot. Okay, 5 foot, 5 foot. From there, when I did, I got this one set, marked it at 5 foot, marked the next one at 5 foot. Okay, I set it on top of the ground, and I said, marked it with level. Should be this mark right here. And so I knew I had to bury it that deep. And same thing here, 5 foot mark. See the 5 foot? There's the mark there. Had to bury it that deep. And I just did that all the way around. So like I said, some of these, especially when I got over here, it was only going to be like a foot deep. So I had to go with a 16 footer and just drop this sucker real deep in the ground. The rest of them, like I said, are 12, and I didn't have any 14 footers. So there's the 5 foot mark there. I don't know if you can see that, but the mark to be buried is, that's the 5 foot mark. I don't see it on this one. Oh yeah, it's way the hell down here. Yeah, way down there. So, like I said, that sucker's in the ground. Is it in the ground that deep? No. I actually cut some off. I am not stupid, okay? This is hard red clay, and I'm boring these holes with no power tools. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me show you what I was using. Now, if you don't have one of these, I suggest you get one. This is a 4-inch. They have expansions up to like 6 and 8 inch. This is it here. This is a twist post hole digger. Okay. Now I was using regular ones to kind of skate out the walls, shave off the walls to get it exactly where it needed to be. Now, is this in square? Absolutely not. I did my best, and the helper that I have doesn't have any experience, and so we did the best that we could with getting it square, and it's very, very close. Can't tell you exactly how close, but it's really close. But it's level. It is definitely level. So we got all those in, got the 2x8 tie-ins in to kind of keep everything the way it is. And from that point there, as you can see, they have been cut out, and they are resting directly on there. So all the weight is on the 4x6s to include right here. So that's been notched out. Maybe you can see it better over here. The 2x4 goes all the way through, and she screwed in from the sides there. So tied in, and she's tough. She's stout. She's stout. I would shake the piss out of it, but I don't have a umbrella or anything. So now, floor trusses, or flat trusses is what they're actually called, but usually people use them as floor trusses. So these are 2.5 foot tall, and these will actually span 33 feet, but I didn't need them to go but 20. Now I could have just ran one here and then ran, you know, rafters off of it like that, but I wanted a different design. I'll explain that here in a minute. But Why did I build them to be able to span 33 feet? Because I wanted a 3 on 12 pitch, and 3 on 12 pitch is 2.5 feet tall at that point at 10 foot. So I just went ahead and built them 2.5 foot. So I got plenty of strength there, and then there's this added member that's up under it. It's 2x4 laid edgewise, and she's not going anywhere. All right, she is rock solid, steady, and will only get better as I sheet it in. Okay, so at the top here, it's not flattening off there. It's actually going to go up a little bit higher. And how am I going to do that? Well, technically I'm supposed to build a wall down there and all that good stuff, but none of this is built to code, because code is nothing but a money waster, and they don't even know I'm building this to begin with. So anyhow, like this. So I'm going to take 2 2x4s and put them like this. Okay, I'm going to screw it into that plate there, and then that rafter will sit like so. A 3 on 12 pitch, and it won't go nowhere. It won't go nowhere. So still got to do a little bit more bracing in and whatnot. If I grab this corner and shake the shit out of it, which I'm not going to, because it's got a little bit of motion. I mean, I really got to put some power into it to get it to do anything, but it needs a little bit more bracing. But I'm still only $1,300 in. That's with buying the nail, screws, and a saw, and a few other things, sawzall blades and whatnot. So plywood. I mean, I got everything that I need. So I'm at $1,300. Now, guys, in order to get a 20 by 30 carport that's steel with just a roof, cost you $3,000. All right, I haven't even got to that point yet. So a building, a metal building with all 4 sides closed in, a door, roof, and stuff like that, $6,000 to $7,000 at the cheapest. I'm nowhere near that yet. Now the roofing is going to be metal roof, and I'm getting that because they're getting ready to tear down some turkey houses, and got somebody who works there, and they said come get it when it's here. So these 2x6 braces just tie in from side to side. Now there was an accident that happened, and this particular flat truss actually broke, which is why this long piece is right here. I had to repair it, and he got it repaired, but when I repaired it, Lowe's doesn't carry the best lumber, and the top was out of whack, so I had to take these rafters back off of this side. I had to put these in, get everything straightened back up, and put back together. It has not been fun at all. About as fun as dealing with a hemorrhoid. And the reason that I designed it this way is so that the heat, when it comes up, will filter up, will come into the center section, and then go straight up, and then there will be a fan on both sides that will exhaust it out the front and back. And that's the reason that I wanted it in that design. Right now I'm smelling like the rotted ass of a dead rhino, and I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more stinky. And I'll catch you guys here in a minute. And that is where I am stopping for the night. I doubt there's any reason to really show y'all any more of the process or whatnot. Just show you where I'm at now. So you got the gist of it. Pretty much the rest of it's just putting the sheeting, closing it in, and putting the roof on it. And there's tons of videos on metal roofing and vinyl, or not vinyl, but exterior siding and whatnot. So that's basically what I got now. After that, I can start moving stuff in, and it's going to get a nice John Burnell style forge built on the inside of that. Have y'all seen that? I mean, that thing is just amazing. It is freaking awesome. But yep, so and then I'll move the gas forge and all the bottles and everything, you know, in there, and continue on where I left off. Y'all be well, be safe, love, peace, chicken grease, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Later.